Radio Shout It.
Are we gonna hear any of that in the music though, Stack?
It's in there. I mean, one thing about it, I got some on Instagram today. Some dude told me Stack 5, man. I got the mixtape I'm listening to right now. One thing I like about it, you don't talk about nothing you don't do in real life.
That's
Everything
right.
you say, we can see it on your Instagram, and we can see it when we see you in person. Because I've never been that guy, B.
Yeah.
I've always stood on being real.
Yeah.
You know, I remember one thing I took, you know, I've always been real, but I remember when Steve Nash, NBA player, two-time MVP, he told me my rookie year, you know, ain't nothing wrong with keeping it real, but sometimes keep it right.
Yeah.
So I know how to keep it real and keep it right at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And I thank God for that talent, for that blessing. You know what I mean? And I try to do that.
Now, speaking of that time in the NBA, I ain't get a chance to ask you about this the last time we talked. But when you had to run in them stands and throw them hands, man, I mean, what was going through your mind at that time?
You know what? Growing up in Port Arthur, Texas, all you know is if you grow up with somebody, you call somebody your brother, wherever you at, y'all get it. If something go on, one of them get into it, we gonna get it on and we gonna deal with the consequences later. That's just how I was taught.
Yeah.
So NBA wasn't ready for a guy like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's 15, 20 of us in the arena with 30,000 people against us, screaming against us. If my teammate decide to go on the stand, my only thought, if you look at the tape, I didn't even think twice. I'm riding with you. We in here together. We winning this game together. You know, Ron wasn't smart by fouling Ben. The game was won.
Yeah.
45 seconds left. We had embarrassed them. You know, we was on our way to winning the championship. We was the best team in the league at that time.
Yeah.
So Ron had no reason doing that. But when it got to the point where the guy threw the beer, it was everything was out the window. It was disrespect.
Yeah.
You know, and I regret going into the stands. But don't get me wrong. I regret hitting the fan. But I don't regret being there for my teammate.
Yeah.
I would never regret that. You know what I'm saying? I lost $3 million. I said in the song Spaz Out. $3 million because I knocked the fool in the 6th row out. They find me $3 million behind that for my brother and I do it again. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we made it out of there. We made it home safe.
Yeah.
I was still able to have my job. You know, my life went on. But just imagine, he go, none of us go. They stumping him out. His career over. He paralyzed.
Yeah.
How we gonna live like that? How we gonna look as NBA teammates for the rest of our career?
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it.
I can dig that. Now, I mean,
Radio Shout It.